What's up, guys? I'd like to take a quick moment to thank our sponsor of this episode, Shepherd Goods and Lamb Chops. You can find some of the dopest hats, shorts, shirts, and more as a part of their new Summer 2022 collection at sglambchops.com. Use promo code INSIDEBOYS15 when you place an order. Thanks for watching. Now back to the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, back again after a short hiatus. We're on what I like to call a sabbatical.
We can go with that.
We took a few weeks off from recording. We're going to call what we've done up to this point season 1. We're going to go ahead and start a whole new segment, season 2. And right now, we're going to introduce to you a very special guest. First episode of the new season. First episode this year.
Okay. Talk it.
Mr. Jordan Dye is in the building.
Jordan Dye, man. CEO, owner of Lamb Chops, and Timberwolves fanatic. If you don't know, we'll talk about it. We'll get into it. But Jordan Dye, thank you for your time, man. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you guys for having me.
So, I mean, we can get right into it, man. I mean, let's start with Lamb Chops. How did you create the brand? How did that name come about? What does that mean to you in terms of that? For the people that don't know you, we know you, but for the people that don't know you.
Yeah, for sure. So initially, started with Shepherd Goods. So started that. I was going to Bethel at the time.
Okay.
Was working at Phenom. So started doing,
Wait, you were working at Phenom?
Yeah, I didn't know you worked at Phenom.
For Cone?
Yeah.
For Cone?
No.
And Rob.
Oh my God, I did
Really?
not know that, bro.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah.
crazy how things go full circle like that.
Cone and Rob, man.
Right.
Rob,
exactly.
okay, that makes sense. All right.
So yeah, I was in there, high school, college, working for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then they had the print shop, so I was like, might as well mess around with some printing, some T-shirts and stuff. And,
That was the Uptown location,
yes, yep,
next to Old Chicago at the time.
yes, exactly, yep,
So you're saying when you say screen or printing, are you talking about screen printing?
yes, yep.
Oh,
screen
so
printing.
you started out screen printing. That was the first
Yep.
thing you did? Okay.
Yep. So I didn't actually do the screen printing myself, but
Yep.
Getting the designs and came up with Shepherd Goods, which had I was going to Bethel, so I had like the biblical meaning. And,
Yep.
Jesus the Good Shepherd. So that's where that came from. And then started doing again, like we talked about, kind of some of these more out there designs. With
Yeah.
I was just going to Joanne Fabrics and getting the craziest patterns I could find and getting shorts made, button downs. So I decided to go with kind of a different brand of that because it just felt like it was, didn't go with it. So that's where Lamb Chops came from.
Mm-hmm. So you rebranded, started with Shepherd Goods, and then you rebranded to Lamb Chops?
Kind of branched out, so I still have both of them.
Okay, so it's two separate entities,
Yep,
actually. Okay,
yep.
that makes sense.
So it's kind of where I have more of my creative outlet as the Lamb Chops.
Mm-hmm.
Shepherd Goods just more, do more just screen printing,
Yeah.
embroidery on blanks and stuff. Whereas the Lamb Chops is also kind of like, came from like the chop and sew.
Okay.
Essentially, so.
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes, even with my brand, it's like I got the sweat equity. I know I'm in the line of like, athletic and leisure, kind of like I'm blending between those. But it's like sometimes I feel like I need like a streetwear outlet or like a outlet that I need to like, because there's so many ideas that I take and put from other people and other things that I'm like, oh, wow, I wish I could revamp it and make it. And this is not that I can't, but it's just like I get what you're saying. But like, this is another outlet for me. One is in this lane, but this is still closed. But it's like a whole different like creative mindset you have with that. That's dope, though.
Yeah, 100%. Because definitely. Because there's like certain things that I want to do that don't feel like they would have fit under Shepherd Goods.
Yeah, it doesn't fit align with the brand. Yeah, I get it.
So, and then again, kind of play off of to be like kind of the sister brand of Shepherd Goods. Did the cleaver symbolizes the butcher cutting the bad parts off the meat.
Oh, okay. Yep.
To make the best cut of the meat.
Yeah.
So cutting the
I
bad
just heard
parts.
something about that recently. Y'all
Yeah,
know
cutting the
What?
bad parts out
they
of
be
your life.
cutting like cancer and all that out of the meat that we eat.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Yep. Because you got to think animals are just like us in some sense where how the muscles and all that function. So if they eat bad stuff, they can get cancer, they can get tumors, they can get all types of stuff too.
They said that's legal. You could just cut out a piece of cancer and sell the rest of the meat, and you're good.
Yeah.
That's not weird to you?
It's not that it's not.
That shocked me.
I meant more the fats and stuff. Nothing.
No, they actually
that
cutting
in-depth.
out like cancerous
didn't know
tumors,
that.
bro.
Yeah, I've heard
I
that
was
before.
so shocked when I seen that.
That's why I'm low key scared to watch. What's
That can't be my Wagyu,
That movie.
man.
That can't be my Wagyu. That's not A5, baby.
That's not, ain't nothing.
Ain't nothing. That's like them Arby Wagyu burger.
Somebody said it's fire though. You know who said it was fire?
Who?
Justin Sutherland.
Said the Arby's Wagyu.
He might have got paid for that post.
Yeah,
I
he
ain't
had
gonna lie.
to pay for promo. Pay for promo. But yeah, I mean that's dope though. Dope journey. I know I seen R.I.P. Mac Miller, but I didn't even know go way back when. There was some merch that you ended up getting on Mac Miller, right?
Yep. So that was again a lot of those first designs of the. I just had a seamstress in St. Paul that was again, I would just bring her stuff to make and like some of them didn't have pockets, some of them had one pocket.
The
And
struggle.
my buddy was doing his managers or his DJs after parties.
Oh, okay.
So
The DJs.
we took 'em
Gotta
out.
get in through the DJs.
Right, exactly.
Always the DJs, right?
It's always the DJs.
So we took them out one night while they were out here for Soundset and just dropped off a box and dude just started rocking them nonstop and
Wow, that's dope.
How essential has that been to your brand? Like as far as, because there's always we've all done clothing. There's always that struggle and like that kind of balance of finding how much stuff do you give to people to wear versus how much do you keep it exclusive.
for sure. So especially at that time, it was like when I was first, like it was the first cut and sew stuff I did. So it was also like when I wasn't even sure that I was gonna do lamb chops.
Yeah.
So that was also kind of I think the push of where it was like that was getting so much traction too. And again, they felt like kind of different vibes.
Yeah.
Essentially. But that is always like the tough part is figuring out how much to give out. And those ones where it was like with Mac Miller where they were wearing it on their MTV show and
Yeah, it was an
crazy.
easy call.
so like those ones it was like all right, whatever y'all want, like I'll send it
Yeah.
like and then like Chance the Rapper too was similar time when he was just getting going and but again, like you said, it's like it's getting it to the DJs, the managers,
The people around them.
security. Like that was always both situations. It was like got it to those people, and then they gave it to Mac, gave it to Chance, and both of them, their people messed with it, and
Right. Yeah. That's very important though that you said that because it's like when you're trying to do it's like two things with influencer marketing. You can give stuff to these influencers, but it's like one, if it's not like you're paying them to post, there's no guarantee these people are gonna actually wear your
Who's
stuff.
these people? Who are you talking about, bro?
I'm just saying influence. You know these. Look at Cam trying to get messy, man.
Who are you talking about?
I'm just saying, you know these influencers. Everybody call themselves influencers when they got a certain amount of followers, right? So it's like you can give people their
followers.
stuff. Followers, yeah. You know Instagram, you see the followers.
I don't know.
You don't know?
don't see.
Says Mr. 300,000 followers himself. But so you can give people like say like that. Cam, I'm sure you got a lot of. Oh Lord Jesus. We'll get that in a second. But say, Cam, you got a lot of people that send you merch. There's no guarantee. If you get it, you might be like, hey, yeah, that's cool. Send it through. But there's no guarantee that you're going to put it on, that you're going to post it, unless there's any, like, reason for you to post it, whether they're paying you or whether, like, you actually believe in the brand. So it's like, how do you deal with sending people stuff, not knowing that they're going to post it? Damn near not even knowing if they really mess with it, but you're just taking a whim and sending
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of work that goes
You
into
gotta have
that.
a big budget.
Yeah, that too. You definitely got to
If
account
you're
for it.
starting out and you're relying on every single piece of the merch drop to pay you back for the profit margin,
100%.
then you're probably fucked. I'm gonna be honest.
yeah. No,
Like when it comes to clothing, you're gonna have to give something away.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because even somebody who would buy something probably won't buy it until they see it.
yeah.
Now, once you give them a piece or two or a few pieces or a box, now they might actually support you. Pull up to the pop-up shop. I love this quality. I love how it feels on my body. I love the compliments I get when I wear it.
Yep, 100%.
But at the end of the day, if there's not that first introduction, then they're not a part of your brand yet.
Very
So
true.
I don't know, it's tough. But while we're talking about music, I kind of want to talk about just obviously you've had some interaction with shows, artists, clubs, DJs. Who is somebody that stands out to you like really prevalent in Minnesota when it comes to the music scene?
When I was getting going, like when I was more, I feel like in the music scene, like when I was first getting going with clothing, so probably 7-8 years ago. So at that time it was like Bobby and Tip.
We're talking like 2013.
Yep.
Okay.
So those guys were And that was, that was cool with them. So that was,
I don't remember Tip rocking any lamb chops.
his style was too out.
You're crazy.
His style was too out there.
I had to think about that, but
His
shout
style
out to DJ
is
Tip.
insane.
His
Bro,
style, man.
he'd be over the top with it.
But he 10 toes down with it. That's
yeah.
why.
No,
he
respect.
gonna do it.
Respect.
Recently, again, I haven't been like as in the scene, so it's hard to like say.
You got a girlfriend or something?
No, I mean just in the
Wifed up for sure.
Wifed up for sure, ladies and gentlemen.
I would say like J Plaza,
Shout out to Plaza for sure.
Comp Keys. I really like their.
Okay.
They be doing more beats and stuff.
The production.
Okay. I mess with their stuff.
What about right now? Is there anybody that you're listening to that's local, that's just giving you, the vibes?
Bio too. Bio raps.
Oh, Bio, my dog.
Some of his stuff too.
I've actually known Bio since we were like literally little kids.
Yeah.
That's
Sandbox.
my boy. Sandbox boys. Yeah. Shout out to Bio Raps, man.
But yeah, I would say those are kind of some of the main ones right now. Trying to think of who's another one on the
There's
spot,
one
but-
that's on the tip of my tongue.
Who?
Casey for sure.
Oh yeah.
We listen to Casey.
We listen to
Yep.
Casey Pluto heavy.
bang
I ain't
his
gonna
shit.
lie.
I
We
ain't
bang
gonna
Casey.
I've been hearing. I haven't gotten as
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, Casey.
I haven't listened to him as much, but I've been seeing him buzzing everywhere. So it's good to see like Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul. Just
Getting on the map,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Casey's probably
nice.
the first one I've seen in a while though that's gotten that big
Yes,
push
yep,
like
yep.
that. So it's good to see that we can go in our car and just bump some Minnesota artists and even have somebody be like, "Yo, who's that?
Right,
Where they
right.
from?"
Yep.
And be like, "Yeah, they're from Minneapolis. They're
Walking
from
in
Minnesota."
bitch like I just got rich.
Walking this like I just got lit.
But yeah, no, it's fun because again at that time it was like an Alan Kingdom, like he was on.
Oh,
you know,
yep.
he was on
Alan.
That
Bars.
was
He got bars,
during
though.
that
Alan,
like
man.
we were out at South by Southwest.
Oh, dope.
With Bobby and those dudes. So it's like
How was that? That's one of the festivals I haven't been to. That
South by is
wanna
fire.
Go. I want to go to South by.
it was fun. We went. It was again 2012 or 2013.
So that was the peak.
Maybe a little
some of the
bit,
peak stuff of
2014.
South by Southwest.
But yeah, it was fun, man. It was
Yeah.
just like you're just mobbing around. It's just shows everywhere.
Yeah.
Niggas would have like 6 shows in one day.
At the South by Southwest out there.
It'd be like 2, 3, 4 shows in a day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 at night, and then damn near after party.
You did a set out there and stuff.
I played South by with a couple artists.
Yeah. That's
And
dope.
then like at the time, I was close with like Lil Debbie, if you remember her.
Bro, I fuck with Lil Debbie.
Lil Debbie.
ain't
Wow,
gonna lie
that's a
to you.
throwback.
So I used to have this bitch in LA, right?
Okay.
She was like
Here
best
comes.
friends
Hey,
with her. though.
ladies and gentlemen, this is the Cameron Chronicles. Tune in.
Nah, this is my connection to Lil Debbie though.
I know, but it's
Boom,
gonna be
so
funny.
We booked Lil Debbie out here. But we decided, I don't know who y'all know who this is. We decided to book Lil Debbie and Katie Got Bands together.
Yep.
Katie got bands.
So I don't know if you know Jake that was with Mark from The Standard.
Oh yes, yep.
All that. And they had the
Yep.
magazine.
Yep,
So
yep.
Jake was really supporting my career at the time. He was putting me on a lot of shows.
Mm-hmm.
We were doing 16 plus parties at Aqua. Never been done before.
Shout out to
me,
Jay though.
Me and Tip. Yep.
And
Shout out
Tip.
to you. Shout out to Mark though. Mark was heavy behind the
Yep,
scenes
yep,
with all
yep,
that. Rest in peace. One of the biggest legends in
RIP.
Minnesota.
Yep.
Zombie
RIP.
Pub Crawl. I'm talking about bringing a lot of huge artists out here. So we booked fucking Katie Got Bands and Lil Debbie, bro. This bitch Katie Got Bands did not show up.
Oh.
So we
I
threw a Lil
remember that
Debbie show
actually.
at Fine Line.
Yes, I remember.
You know what I'm
that.
talking about, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but long story short,
Actually
yeah.
sold shirts at that.
Yeah, long story short, this girl, some parts I gotta leave out, but long story short, that's the reason I started smoking cigarettes was Lil Debbie's best friend, bro. She basically introduced me to smoking cigarettes. And we booked her for a show out there. And it was just Lil Debbie, Fine Line, headline.
Headline, Lil Debbie.
Yeah.
Can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen.
What was her friend's name? What was her friend's name that had the real hit record though? Like Gucci, Louis,
Oh,
Louis,
yeah,
Fendi,
man.
Fendi, Prada.
Prada.
Basic
What was
bitches
it?
wear that shit, but out. It's like Carew, K something.
No, it's not cool. I don't know. We'll find it. We'll find it.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about because that's when Lil Wayne did a remix on that, didn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep,
Lil Wayne did
Tunchi on the
Tunchi.
Sorry for the Wait.
Yeah,
that
sorry
was
for the
funny,
wait.
man.
Lil Wayne did a remix
Wow,
on
that was a good
era,
times,
yeah.
man.
Right.
That was a good
time
summer,
of
man.
music, right?
That was a good summer, man. Damn.
I still got to get it South by Southwest, man.
I don't think South by's the same anymore.
I don't
Yeah,
think so
yeah.
either, but I think I got Lala off my bucket list. Got
What?
Complex Con. I went to Lollapalooza.
Oh, I thought you meant Lala, like Lala.
But I got Lollapalooza off my bucket list. Got Complex Con. I want to go Rolling Loud, South by Southwest, and then you said what? Electric Fest. That's
Electric Forest.
Electric Forest. That's another one. I've never really done the EDM stuff,
Yeah.
but Mike,
You'll love it.
Mike and Cam are trying to get me on the wave, so I'm gonna try one of those fests. I'm not gonna lie. I saw J Balvin live at Lala, and I didn't know he's not EDM, but like the vibe and the lights and all that stuff was very EDM-ish, and I'm like, okay, I see why people like this vibe. You know what I'm saying? I can get into it, so we'll see. Pretty soon here.
While we're talking about music, let's shift. Sports. I'm looking at these shorts.
Sheesh, Jake, get the shorts, man.
Timberwolves inspired, clearly.
You can see them. Y'all see it on the table, man.
Yeah. Everything that's in front of us is brand new merch, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Brand new. Is it out now? Is it for
Everything's
purchase?
out. Yep, everything's out.
On the
Spring and
website.
summer.
We'll put the website right in the bio, in the description of this video. These are crazy. I've never seen nothing like this. There's embroidery all around the waistband.
Multiple strings on these shorts. This is
Talk
different.
about just from these shorts alone. What is your influence and what is your connection to the Timberwolves, Minnesota Timberwolves?
So I grew up like going to Timberwolves games since I was like 4. So me and my dad grew up, or I would go. Kevin Garnett time when those were like they had the trees around the
favorite jerseys too.
Yep.
Favorite jerseys.
Same. So those have always been my favorites.
I got one right in the closet. I just like it looked like it would just go right with it.
Yeah.
So like that was
Garnett 21, baby.
21. Man.
when I first started making the shorts. I was like, especially like the full cut and sew. That was like my first idea. I was like, all right, the cleavers instead of the trees. But it was like a 3-year process, honestly, trying to get like the right, because on the actual shorts, it's, it's like built in, but like the switch for the trees you can do where it's easy kind of cut like that. I can't even think of that.
Like it works like more like you're talking about the
Like
design
straight,
itself.
more kind of straight. I'm trying to think of the actual, like it's built into it.
Okay.
essentially. So it's the same.
Oh,
as this.
like
Basically
sublimation.
but
Similar,
I
yeah.
can't think of the actual.
Yeah, I got you.
But this is
it's like with the
embroidered.
cleaver. Yep. So like when I was trying to do the other, like the cleaver just kept looking
So
like
this
funky.
is thousands of stitches around the whole waistband.
So yep. So eventually, finally came
And then
came
around
across the embroidery.
wow.
So
Bro.
so super hyped how those.
If
turned
you've
out.
ever made clothes, I don't know how many people out there.
Yeah, the quality on these, man, are
This
bar
is
none.
not easy, bro.
It's not easy.
It's not
And,
easy.
like,
It's not cheap, and it's definitely not easy to like come up with this idea even.
And like for you to say it took you 3 years, it's like that's what I try to tell people with this like entrepreneurship stuff. It's like people think like they see all these clickbait YouTubes like start a business 100K in 4 months. And it's like cool, I get it, but there's some kind of system that person had in place already. You know what I'm saying, to get 100K in 4 months, but to take 3 years to really plot, this messed up. Damn, this is wrong.
Yep.
Damn, let's go back and fix that. What was that process like?
Yeah, it's it's frustrating at times because it's like there's certain things that come back and it doesn't turn out how you want it to or expect it to. But it's also exciting because it's like you get to see that and actually see it in person, like what you have created.
And then the lamb turned into the wolf.
Yep.
Come on, man.
So that's not something I got a homie, my homie Carl, out in Seattle does a lot of those kind of designs for me. Like he did all
Graphic
those.
designer out there?
So he be killing those. Yeah. He's dope with that.
Shout out to Carl, man. We're going to holler at you, too.
Yeah,
We're
shout
going to
out
get your
Carl.
contact. Man. I need to holler at you.
And like even down to these colors, these like match the jerseys perfectly. Like this is not even easy just to find these strings. I know it's not.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another headache too. Is like you said, finding the right colors. Because certain stuff they can't
Yeah, no, these are crazy, bro.
are harder to get done.
This is
Right.
3 strings on each side, bro. So it's 3 full strings throughout the whole. Nobody doing that. So.
Right.
Did you notice? Side note: did you notice on the underbrim of the bucket? Look at it.
The
Yeah,
actual,
it's like damn near reminds me of kind of like ice cream.
Hey, man, I had to.
That was what got me going in the streetwear was ice cream.
Pharrell,
BBC,
Nigo,
man, them
we've been
boys.
talking about Nigo a lot lately.
Bro, the inspiration, I like even just going back and kind of looking at some of those old videos of Kanye and like going back to those Pharrell videos and Nigo videos. It's just like what they were on back then is like that's the feel I want to get like when making clothes, because it's like you could tell they were having a lot of fun doing whatever the hell they were doing. You know what I'm saying? So
for sure.
it's so much fun in that creative process, but it's a process like anything. You know what I'm saying? So are you the only person in the creative process in terms of like design?
As far as the creative side, I have people that I'll kind of like bounce ideas off of usually. I have a handful of buddies that are kind of like my go-to when I'm looking for like just advice on or feedback on different things. But yeah, majority of it I've kind of done
by yourself.
Myself. It's been nice having my buddy Keenan's been helping like with the social media and like modeling as well. But he's been helping too, just coming up with new ideas. Because also it's
it's hard.
Yeah, if it's just you, it's you kind of getting your own kind of rhythm and sometimes into your same same thoughts and whatnot. So it's nice just having outside input essentially.
Right.
Even if it is just feedback and stuff like that.
Right. I know even with me, like sometimes I have the same thing. It's like I'm working on building this like women's line out with the sweat equity stuff, and I'm just like, man, I know what I want it to look like on a female. I know what and then you talk to girls and they're just like, no, you got to do this, that, and the third. It's just like, yo, I cannot do this by myself. So it's like I know what you mean. Where it's like sometimes you struggle with, damn, does this look good?
Women's is tough though.
Yeah, women is very tough.
That's why I have different body types.
That's why I haven't dived out this way. But it's just like I'm getting to the point where it's like, yeah, I just got to get a team of girls that I know, like, hey, I kind of like your swag, and I see like you can actually rock something. Here, give me your idea on some of these things that I already have.
Team of girls, huh?
A team of girls, right?
Before I get off the Timberwolves shit, can we just take this shot to Mr. Bill Bizey?
Yeah.
So this is the guy he dressed up like. Okay. This is the guy he dressed up like. Because I had this.
So let me give you this story though.
All right,
okay,
put
so
it on.
I'm talking about this is first grade, second grade.
Okay.
I went to school with Bill Bizey's kids.
Oh, I love it.
So we all went to Montessori school.
Okay.
They'll appreciate this too, just hearing this. Because, we're still connected and all that. Isaiah, Olivia Bizey, we all went to school together. So, bro, going to Timberwolves games, seeing him, it's bigger than life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, he was actually, when you say fanatic, the definition of the word. On the floor, knees in a suit, banging that pamphlet, slapping players on the ass, bro.
Like that?
Oh, yeah.
Bro, like that.
100%.
Real biggest fan. He got his own bobblehead.
Right.
Mr. Bill Bizey, the biggest fan of the Timberwolves that has ever existed in the history of this franchise, bro.
Facts.
I promise you.
All facts.
That's why he did that. That's why he did stuff like that.
No, literally, I have a question in the prompt. I'm like, yo, so give us the explanation on the dress up and the slick back.
Cheers to that. Cheers to
that one. Bill Bizey.
Bill Bizey.
That's the name behind the myth.
Yeah, and then not only that, but he had a sick ass crib. I haven't seen them in a long time. Sick ass crib on Cedar Lake.
Okay.
Used to have the craziest parties, get-togethers. I'm talking about this dude was really a legend, bro. Like really, really like that. Like
they wrote an article.
Think about
with you, huh?
Think about this. You're sending 3 kids to Montessori private school. That's about 60, 70K a year.
Hey.
Doing it.
He's doing it. So it was.
And if I run into him, it's gonna be like, damn, I haven't seen him forever. I haven't seen him. That's why I was so happy to see him on his page. I'm like, I haven't seen him at games because we've been going to a lot of games. Like we've been doing some parties with some of the Wolves players. Yep. Gotten some business going on with them. So we've been going to a lot of games supporting them. I haven't seen Bill at none of these games. So when I seen him on your page, I'm like, man, this is just like a whole full circle moment.
Yeah.
It was so dope, bro.
I love that.
Was he somebody that you saw when you were going to the games, like with your dad a lot?
Yeah. Like, I was it was like, I would see KG, I would see Wally World, and then Bill.
You remember the blimp? You remember the blimp?
Oh yeah.
Then? Oh my god.
Blimp was fire, bro. They used to drop the shirts and stuff off the blimp and stuff.
And Crunch was jumping through like fire hoops.
Way different back then.
It was way different.
Coming down from the ceiling, like.
But shout out to the Wolves now. Shout out to my boy Matt Mardigan.
Oh yeah.
Going hard.
Yeah, he's been great.
Going super hard. There's even some of the guys that live in this building that train some of the Wolves.
Oh, dope.
Some of the player coaches. We have a lot of love for that organization.
Yeah,
They've shown us a lot of love.
Yeah.
I've gotten a chance to DJ some of their player warm-ups.
Yeah, love that.
Be a part of their, you know what I mean? It's it's dope to see them. And even the way the season ended this past year, I mean, I know how it probably was perceived, but to us, that was a win. You know,
For the
what I mean?
city, it was huge, man. Just to see,
That was a
like,
win.
go back to even the year before. Go back to the year before of how the home games were going to those. You're like, it was pretty dead. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And then you come now, you see the energy, and you see people going out. You just drive downtown. You can't even go down certain streets because it's
hard for us to
packed.
even park anymore.
Hard to park now.
Right,
So I'm like, whoa, the city's alive when the Wolves are playing. So.
The courtside tickets are
hard to get. If you know, you know.
Shout out to D-Lo, Cat, AE.
all them AE, all those boys.
Showed us
man.
a lot of love, bro. Like
Yep.
a lot. Like, and honestly, no other sports
Pat
organization
Bev.
has ever shown us. Yeah, Pat, what?
Yeah, all them
Like
boys.
a lot. They come to some of the smaller venues that I DJ at.
Yep.
They involve us, and you know what I mean. Just getting the community like together, like.
Yeah, it's like a dope, like you said, just involving the city, like bringing creatives in from the city. And it's just a good, like fun time around the city.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
general.
we can't leave this topic though. I got a couple more things on the Timberwolves topics. All right, so
Team of girls.
oh wow, Kim's still stuck on that. All right, so let's not forget, this is Mr. Courtside himself. So let's not brush over this, right? So as humble stunt. So as you've been courtside, what are some of the favorite players you got to see live that you're like, damn, okay, he's like that?
Man, Anthony Edwards
For sure.
Like,
Ant go crazy.
because it was crazy. Like, started going to games right before COVID. Like my first year or two going courtside was the year or two before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So like first time seeing Ant was from either like suite level or when it was like capacity.
Right.
So like that was like exciting just seeing him again. Like
Mm-hmm.
it felt like. So he's definitely the most just fun to watch. Donovan Mitchell's fun because he was
He's special, yeah.
and he talks to the crowd.
Oh, he
too.
talked back?
Oh,
He
yeah.
talked back a little bit?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we gotta
Okay.
talk about that deep book
That's
moment.
why I said we can't get off the Timberwolves yet. We gotta
forgot
stay
about that
here.
shit.
We have to stay here.
We got everything comes full circle. That's what's
full
crazy.
circle, right?
Okay.
All right, keep going.
So, but yeah, this was fun. So that was like kind of one of the first. I had a few other like interactions, but like Donovan Mitchell was one of the first ones, and he was he was cold the whole first half, and I was just
chirping him.
chirping.
What's your go-to line? Like,
Yeah,
what do you
be
say?
saying, bro?
Because you
Like,
get
I
these
just-
players to look. So there's
I be
something
not
you're
even
saying.
talking.
There's something you're saying that's getting them like, yo,
I
whoa,
be like
come
trying
on
to
now.
like think of something that's that they wouldn't expect.
Like personal.
No, like I don't
Okay.
even make it personal. I just like something that's like for Jimmy Butler, it was like I was like, yo, where you source your coffee beans from? Like,
So
just
you
dumb-
know,
just like
you
dumb
know about
stuff,
the-
like-
you know about to make them look. You
and
know,
like,
Jimmy got a coffee bean business.
like, yeah,
I didn't know that.
He
Yeah,
got
I
a
didn't
coffee
know
bean, and he did a whole commercial on like one of their jets.
Wait,
on-
you said where do you source your coffee beans?
Where you source your
like,
coffee?
Why is that a hoop?
He's taking a jump shot, looking like, yo,
Chill, bro.
and like Tyler Hero is like he was 0 for 7. I'm like, yo, how you got a song named after you? Like they should have named it after Duncan
Jack
Robinson.
Harlow?
Man.
yeah,
Reference?
Jack Harlow
Come on.
reference. That hurt him.
That's a great song, though.
That's a great song.
Right.
Yeah.
Just dumb stuff like that. Like,
Back to book. Back to
Yeah.
book.
So let's go to what we were about to
so-
go.
Yep.
I lived in Arizona for like 2-3 years, like in Book's like first few rookie days.
Yep.
So I played a few of Book's like private birthday parties. Like I know this nigga, you know? So I know how he be talking shit.
Oh yeah.
For you to get him to say you're a P on live TV, bro.
And it's not Pusha P, ladies and gentlemen. just all right.
That moment went viral.
Viral. The thing is, before it went viral, I was looking on somebody's story, and I'm like,
You caught it, right?
I caught it. I'm like, yo, I think D-Book just called somebody a whoa. And they're like, wait, what? And I'm looking, I'm like, bro, they're courtside. Look, and next thing you know, shut up, pussy. I'm like, oh, God. No way he's talking to Jordan. Next thing you know, you see Jordan walking to the camera, chirping him back. I'm like, yo. The next thing you know, another, like, a big viral thing posted, like ESPN post. I'm like, whoa. Jordan just went crazy.
But he was happy. He was like, I got you.
I got him. I got him. Shout out to Bill.
Shut up, pussy.
I it's funny
Man.
though. I'll be at the bar now and like people come up to me and be like, "Yo, shut up, pussy."
Oh, God.
And so like I'll be
that's
like
funny
in a
though,
conversation with somebody else that doesn't know it. Like
Yeah, they'll be
and
like, what the hell's going on? Right.
It's like-
So was
yeah.
he one of the most, would you say he talked the most trash back to you? Or was he
Yeah, I
like,
would say like him, Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lee was another one that was. But yeah,
That's
like
surprising.
DeAndre Ayton.
But is it like
really?
certain people, or is it just like anybody that's against us can get it?
It's usually like I'll usually kind of figure out who's like, cause I'll usually like go at like teammates or something too. Like if somebody's shooting a lot and missing, it's like not
Find
a
the weakest link.
Not a star player. I'm like, yo, why you keep passing him the ball? Like
Actually, no, shoot it. Actually, keep passing the ball.
or like if dude's hot doesn't get in the game a lot. I'm like, yo, why you be passing the ball? Like keep shooting.
Keep
Like,
shooting, right.
And so like
Just get
so
under
again, it's like they're expecting something like I'm telling them to shoot and
Mm-hmm.
they're hot and I'm like, and they're like, you know.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
But yeah, but like Booker definitely is probably the like
Bro, he be talking
most,
that
like,
shit,
he
bro.
be-
Thing is, I've not met him yet, but I know when I was talking to JT, he was just talking about like different parties they had and stuff like that. And then they're talking about one time that they were gambling, and one of our friends lost some money, but we're not going to speak on that.
Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge for sure. Hopefully he's made it back. But they said he just talks the whole time.
Oh, I bet.
Just going. I'm like, for real? And then full circle. Next thing you know.
And you wouldn't expect it because he keeps a very clean image.
Yeah.
So like somebody like Pat Bev, he's very unapologetic about it. Like I don't care. Book, he goes out there, does his charity thing.
Yeah.
He what I'm saying, makes sure his image is
Yep,
all
yep,
this
yep.
and that.
Whole time he's cussing people out.
Bro, he in niggas ears.
Ears. But at least he backs it up, though. At least
Yeah,
he
no,
backs
exactly.
it up. I'll give
Good
him
guy,
that.
good guy. Good
No,
great
he
guy.
was, right, and it was like all that was in good fun too. Like
Great
it was,
fun.
It wasn't like that was when I played basketball in high school, and
You gotta talk
that
shit.
was I was like who fans would talk shit to, so I would and I would.
At least you
I
know.
thrived after talking shit back. So.
At least there's like some fans go too crazy.
No,
Like,
right,
At least
and
there's
that's-
like there's a common ground where at least because when a fan goes too crazy, it's like you can tell the player's reaction is
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit more.
Remember when
over the
LeBron
top.
got those people kicked out? That was
Yeah.
around the same time,
Yeah,
right?
That's what I'm saying. At
Well,
least
no,
the way you do it, there's there's a banter, there's a back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna
Some
talk
people-
about your kids, your
Right,
family.
right,
like,
right.
All right, just
Yeah.
go out of crazy. But I mean, if somebody says "shut up, pussy," you kind of go a little after.
That's
But
like
like,
the thing. I was like, oh word. I was like, yo,
Oh, so
like,
we're
did
on
he
that?
actually just say that?
all right, that, all right, that.
Like, what?
Literally though, literally.
But
All right, so Twins, Wild, Wolves. What's your favorite?
So Wolves-
as far as the
Events?
experience though.
Experience.
experience still probably Wolves.
Okay.
Probably Vikings next.
Mm,
I'm not like a huge.
Y'all know I've never been to a Vikings game.
Oh, for real? The
We're
new
going.
stadium's
We're going.
just
Don't
so
worry.
nice. Yeah, you got to.
We're going.
New
Don't
stadium's super nice.
Fire, actually.
Twins is really fun. Well, I'm just not like a huge hockey fan, but
Okay.
I know those are every time I go, it's fun. And
Yeah.
it's a great experience. Like they do a great job, and the atmosphere is.
It's the
Hockey
state, the
fans
state
are
love.
lit.
Yeah,
Like,
they love hockey.
I don't know. I live in the North Loop, so it's like everything. All the other stadiums are walking distance, so it's
Yeah.
That makes sense though.
pop
So
over those
T-Wolves?
a lot. Yeah, T-Wolves definitely.
T-Wolves
number
top.
I
one.
like the Twins games though.
Twins are fun though.
I actually
yeah.
have a good time at
Especially
Twins
when
games.
it's nice out. It's like
I always end up
mob around.
super intoxicated at the Twins game. Like
Easy to do.
I'm just sitting there. It's like
Hot out.
it's third inning. Let me just go get another one.
Yeah, they long and slow.
They're
games, so
long.
it's like-
That is
Almost
one
could
thing
go
about
4
baseball
hours,
games.
bro.
Yeah, baseball games are long. It's like
4
you
hours.
don't need to show up on time.
Shout out to my boy Nick Gordon.
Oh yeah.
I knew him when he was playing for the farm team,
Oh yeah.
and then this year he just popped up and surprised us. Like, sheesh, I'm going crazy.
Right.
Then went to the game the other day. He told me pull up. Then I'm sitting a couple days later at the crib. I'm looking on TV. This man hit a nice little double. Boom, nice RBI. I'm like,
Right.
okay. It's really great to see somebody you know.
Yeah.
You know, even if you know them through the sports industry or through the entertainment industry, like just seeing them to succeed and reach their goals, it's like, dude, like,
Yeah.
I know you're living in your moment right now.
Yes. Right.
It's nothing better than that because it's like seeing somebody like myself on a huge stage playing a festival or seeing a rapper get a platinum single or that's their moment.
Right.
You know, that's how they get paid. That's how they have all their accolades. So it's like, dude, like that's what really makes me connect with these sports teams because I played sports in high school, but I'm not a huge sports guy. I'm like super focused on music. So when I know somebody that's involved in these teams, then that's what makes me get outside, go to the games, be interested, watch what's going on, pay attention to the score, look it up. Like, I really enjoy that way more.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
I definitely feel that too, because even when I played college, like football, before I didn't know anybody in the NFL, but like through the process of playing college football, now that I know people, even though I didn't make it, but it's just like seeing those people, I'm like, damn, like you can hit them up, like, yo, bro, you actually went crazy this game. It's just like that camaraderie and that like conversation you can have with people is actually pretty dope, you know. And a lot of people would love to have that, so it's a blessing too.
Yeah,
at
and
the
they
same time,
appreciate it
so,
too
you know?
because it's not coming from a random fan.
Yeah,
Because if you write your favorite player like Dante Culpepper, like, bro, you went crazy tonight.
touchdown, keep them rolling, keep them rolling.
It's like but if it's like really your homeboy, it's like, dude, like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? They'll really write you back. Yo,
Right.
thank you. Like, yo, pull up to the next game.
Right, literally.
Or what y'all on tonight. You know, it's cool to just understand somebody's life outside of sports, outside of music, outside of clothes, outside of, whatever industry they're in, to understand them as a person.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Where did you go to high school, by the way?
Southwest Christian.
Southwest Christian. Where the
small
hell is
private
that
school
at?
in Chaska.
Chaska.
Oh, yeah. I know, right?
Chaska.
Never heard of it.
No, not many people
Chaska.
have.
Only thing I know about Chaska
50 people.
is
50
Gradu-
people in your whole
graduating class.
Oh my gosh.
I had 30.
Oh, for real?
Wow.
30.
I had 700.
I went to an art school though.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense though.
Yeah, and a lot of people dropped out. But Chaska, the only thing I know about Chaska is Prince, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I drove by there every day on the way to school.
Yeah. You have any influence from Prince or like any inspiration or?
I never, growing up, I never had, as much.
Yeah, me either, growing up.
I randomly, ran into him, once or twice, when I was, really little. Because, again, I was, grew up in the same area.
Where?
Where?
The
At
one I
Starbucks?
can specifically remember was Shinders. You remember Shinders?
Yeah,
the
downtown,
car
right by Union.
Yeah, so they used to have one in Eden Prairie.
Oh, they had
area,
one for
which was again by his.
But there was one
studio
downtown
and-
too. Remember
yeah,
that?
Yep, for sure. But yeah, that was.
That's dope though.
I was walking in I was walking out and he was walking in and I can't remember what he said, but some whoever's mom we were with must have been freaking
all
out.
over
None of
him.
us
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
what we was talking. Knew what was going on.
What's up, kid?
Yeah, he said something to us and
Keep on rocking.
right.
the more and more Prince stories we get through this podcast, I just want to make a compilation and just put them all together and just be like, he's really that guy.
Ran into Prince at Shinders.
Yeah,
Shinders.
right. But again, I was probably
What were you
6 or 7.
buying? What kind of cars do you think you're buying?
I was NBA cars. Used to be big basketball.
You still
basketball
collect
cards.
NBA cards?
Nah, I still got all mine from that time.
Oh,
but
so you got some heat in the storage?
that's probably some. I got a lot of Michael Jordan stuff because that was my main focus. That and Kevin Garnett, Timberwolves.
You
But
collected anything but
probably
basketball?
Nothing super crazy. Not
Like
really.
any baseball or anything? No, just
Had
mainly basketball.
maybe a few little tidbits, but
Yeah.
nothing. Basketball was pretty
Basketball
much the
main
main,
sport. Yeah, I feel that though. That was my first love was basketball, but I was just ended up being better at football. But basketball definitely was my first love. I'll give you that.
Michael Jordan kind of triggers my Chicago stories.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how much about this I could tell, but Cooley and I went to Chicago 2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And just being back there, I don't know. Have you ever spent much time in Chicago?
Yeah. So my dad's from Chicago.
Oh,
So-
okay. My
so-
mom is too as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So she grew up out near Midway, near the airport.
Okay.
And we actually, me, Cooley, my daughter, and my mom took a road trip to Chicago. It was really random, last minute, but it actually ended up being really I don't even know how to explain. Kind of just value add. It gave me a lot of insight into the Chicago nightlife because we were going out the nights that we were there. We made a couple connections. I DJ'd out there randomly. Bro, Chicago is a real vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people, their perception of Chicago is maybe Michael Jordan, maybe the skyline, maybe the violence or surrounding Chief Keef, O-Block shit. But we actually touch the people, bro. When's the last time you've been out there recently?
Man, it's been probably a couple years now, but yeah, I got a couple homies that live out there, and
Yeah,
every time I, like you said, yeah, especially if you go to those, those
The
great
bars
little pockets, right. There's a lot of good restaurants, a lot of really, really cool people, and
I feel we didn't even spend enough time out there.
yeah.
Yeah, low key.
We both had friends, cousins. We were trying to link with everybody we could while we were out there. But we were only out there for 2 days.
Right.
Damn near a day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But we ended up doing a lot of stuff in Chicago, and it kind of made me think maybe this could be another bigger market for us to enter in.
Yeah.
Think about getting the clothes in Chicago.
Right.
Music.
Yep.
like it could go way bigger because their population is probably 3, 4, 5 times as big as ours.
Especially in the heart of the city. Their downtown is like 4 times our downtown.
Where we were part in River North, right?
We were in River North, and then we went to another spot too.
We went to Underground.
That's
close to River North,
We went
though.
to Underground. What there's a couple spots we went to. Clutch.
Honestly, I was so lit, bro.
He DJ'd at one of the new spots. So yeah,
nice.
it was a good connection going out there, just meeting people and touching elbows, kissing babies and stuff like that. So it was actually a dope time. I've never had a bad time in Chicago.
No,
Me
yeah,
either.
right.
Nah.
Every time I went out there, it was good. Even Lala was out there. I went to the Complex Con in Chicago, the one they had in there.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was
yeah,
dope
nice.
too. So, yeah, it was. Chicago's good. I love Chicago. It's another city that I definitely want to have ties to long term,
yeah.
for sure. You wanna? Should we tap into the speed round?
Let's do it. You got it ready?
I got it ready.
So the speed round is
He
basically
said,
just nothing to be intimidated by. It's just a series of questions that's meant to be answered quickly.
Yep.
He's going to ask you basically things that he probably either researched or knows about you, and it's pertaining to you, your brand, your lifestyle, and we just kind of want to know your opinion on it. So
Cool.
it's meant to be answered like within the first 2-3 seconds. Don't think about it. Don't think too hard.
Cool.
And yeah, easy. And some of them, I might even chime in on my answer too.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
Cool. All right.
All right. First one. Most memorable Timberwolves game.
Oh man, I gotta say, like, recent memory is that playing Clippers game.
Oh yeah, hard.
That one was fun.
Pat Bev with the jersey on. Yeah, that's lit. I'll give you that one.
I mean, I was at the KG game 7 against the
Western Conference Finals.
No, before that the Kings.
Oh, okay,
So
yeah.
that one was like, I mean, the Lakers
Yeah,
series
they-
obviously too. But again, I was
Still remember it.
16, 17 or whatever. So, yeah, Clippers playing game definitely like on recent memory.
So you got one? Anyone, Cam, or nah?
They all bleed the balls. I
I feel you.
ain't gonna lie to you. Every single one, it's like, man, that lounge, that Lexus lounge.
Lexus Lounge. If you know, you know.
Hey, they be getting me, man.
Shout out you.
Shout out to the Lexus Courtside Club, man. Anthony Edwards or LaMelo Ball?
Oh, Edwards.
Come
Edwards?
on, man.
I mean, hey, who won Rookie of the Year?
We don't want to hear it.
All right, I'm just asking.
What you mean? Ant wasn't a rookie though. This year,
Last year.
LaMelo won last year.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It was
It was kind of wild,
That
but
don't even make sense, bro.
hey, to each its own, brethren.
Let them play. Let them play 1-on-1. Let's see how it go.
It might be a great.
It's gonna be a good game.
It's a
don't get me
great
wrong.
one-on-one
LaMelo
matchup.
fire.
LaMelo is.
He's nice. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
He ain't got the.
Right.
Speaking of AE, did you guys watch that new Adam Sandler
yeah,
movie?
Just gonna say, I just watched
I
that.
did.
You watched it?
did. I
It's
watched
fire.
it.
He actually did.
I liked
He impressed me a little bit in terms of his acting and the role he played. It was
Yeah.
it was dope.
Yeah, it was
Spot
good.
for him.
The only thing that was like unrealistic is like every single shot they took, they were hitting.
Hitting. But hey, NBA players in some of them little street ball games, they're hit like a lot. Like Kobe be dropping 60 in them games, but that's Kobe. R.I.P. Kyrie or AI in a one-on-one?
I'm going AI.
Cam?
But that's tough, but I'm going AI.
It's two different
Yes.
eras. First of all, it's two different styles to play.
Uh-huh.
AI was more like flashy, like, bro,
That's tough.
swag. You know what I'm saying?
Swag of AI was actually like he set the precedent for the thousands.
Yeah, that's too hard to answer. I can't.
Too hard? Okay. We should make you take a shot like Drink Champs, but he said, come on.
I ain't scared, man.
Scared. Okay, so for me, you guys are right, it's tough, and I'm not slighting AI,
I know.
but Kyrie is insane.
I know.
bro.
The more
He is freaking insane. So I'm going to go Kyrie on that one. I'm going to go against
I'm
the
not
mold.
mad at that. I don't know if there's a wrong answer.
Yeah, I don't think there's really a wrong answer with that one. All right, next one. Tequila or whiskey?
Ooh, neither, but whiskey.
Me neither, but you don't.
what,
You don't
Jack?
I'm a cognac guy.
You're cognac. Wow, I missed the ball on that
what
one.
kind of cognac?
Yeah, what kind of cognac?
Henny or Pierre Ferrand? Those are my two.
You know what's crazy, bro? The last time I seen you, I was drinking Henny.
Yeah.
I was drinking
Oh yeah,
Henny.
you're right. Because
Henny-
it's all Grace.
Henny definitely.
At
'Cause
Grace.
I was with these two white girls, and for some reason, I don't know who they been hanging out with. They told me, we drinking Hennessy.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, y'all don't know nothing about Hennessy. Because I went
Like, I'm
through like
thinking,
a
I'm thinking Henny. I'm thinking my dad
No.
and his homies, or like my homies. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
so
who
I went through
put
like
you on
a
with Henny?
I went through like a 3-4 year period of drinking only Hennessy daily. So like anytime anybody brings it up, I'm like, let's go. Like I'm like really like that. You know what I'm saying? So they said that.
Then he gonna ask me, hey, we drinking Henny tonight? I said, I don't know about that one.
But
buddy.
first I started that night on the Henny and Cokes.
Yeah.
I was like, let's just chill, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Let's see what y'all got. Boom. Drink like 2 Henny and Cokes. And they kind of just go on with it. So I'm like, all right, we got to ramp this up. Let's go to the liquor store. Hennessy, $7.50. Man, after about 3, 4, 6, 7, 8 pulls, they like, yeah, we're good. Let's go to the club. I'm like, no, you said you were drinking Hennessy. We're finna drink this bottle till we get done with it. Ended up getting, bro, remember when I was in the car and then the random dude was walking by and I took his cigarette out the car?
Oh, wow. I forgot about that. What? Oh, my gosh. Because I remember I started smelling a cigarette. I'm like, bro, what is going on? Look back. Cam is literally smoking a cigarette. I'm like, where did you just get that from? Random dude. Minneapolis, man. Minneapolis. All right. Let's go.
Shout
Next
out to
question.
Grays.
Shout out to Grays, man. Favorite thing about Minnesota?
Oh man, probably the people.
People?
People. I like that. Timberwolves is definitely up there.
Yeah, T-Wolves are up there.
Honestly, as much hate as the winter gets,
You like the snow?
I don't hate it. Like,
What do you like? You like any winter sports, like snowboard and shit?
I used to snowboard a lot. I haven't as much.
Yeah.
My like sister and brother-in-law and nephews live in the mountains, and that's like all they do. But honestly, yeah, I don't know.
You don't hate it?
I don't hate it. I lived in Los Angeles for a year, and it was like just nonstop heat, and I was like, all right, no, like I'm good on this.
Right.
Like,
You needed a downtime from the heat.
and it's the change of seasons and
The people out there.
but
they're
yeah,
different.
oh yeah, for sure.
When I'm in LA, I feel like lonely, bro. Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
definitely.
I can't connect to people as much.
yeah, it's definitely there's a lot more. Obviously, just
Like when I'm in Minnesota, if all my homies leave me at a bar, I still feel like somebody gonna have my back.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes, exactly.
Like I feel like somebody will call me an Uber. Somebody will be like, "Yo, are you okay?"
Mm-hmm.
If I fall out on the street right now, somebody's gonna like be walking by and be like, "Yo, like help him out." You
Yeah,
know?
yeah. That's
Nigga,
fine.
New York, LA, Miami, they might leave you, bro.
Oh, might. They will.
They will leave your
They
ass
will.
like just like, ha, stupid ass nigga.
Right. Dickhead.
It's for real.
Yeah,
But that's
insane.
what's great about Minnesota is like as much passive aggression as there is, as much jealousy, as much envy, and as much like just animosity as there is, people don't want to see you doing bad.
Right.
They want to see
Just
you
not
doing
better
good.
than them.
They want to see you doing good, just not better than them.
Exactly.
They want to, and some of your homies will want to see you up there, but people in Minnesota they don't really want to see you winning,
Right.
but they want to see you good.
Right.
They want to see you in Chaska. They don't want to see you in Wayzata though.
They don't want to see you. They don't want to see you on the boats in Lake Minnetonka.
Nah, they do not want to see you living on the lake.
They don't want to see that purification. All right, let's go. Favorite restaurant in Minnesota?
Ooh, Nolo's number one.
Nolo's.
FEMA's.
Famous is up there for sure.
I was gonna bring females up.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
Those are like my two go-tos. Billy Sushi been.
Billy.
Still haven't been
another
there.
go-to.
Shout out
Billy.
to Billy. Shout
Right.
out to Billy. My
Billy,
boy.
I'm
I
coming
love
soon,
Billy.
man.
Billy
Billy, I'm coming soon. Pause.
I had a bad experience at Billy, but it had nothing to do with Billy.
Yeah.
So now I still have love for him and his restaurant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was just a weird experience with a server, and I just was like, I
I
don't
feel
want to come
that.
back for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Billy is fire, bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to San Jusan?
I was just gonna say, bro, that pesto pizza.
The pizzas are nuts.
What is it called? Senju-san?
San Jusan.
It's
San Jusan?
Right here,
Oh,
like
man,
by Whole
it's so
Foods.
fire,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
like I didn't go until like maybe 2 months ago, and I went like, or maybe 3
5
months ago. I
times.
went, yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
That while we're on Wayzata, Josefina, we've talked about a lot of this
Yeah.
podcast.
We've talked about Josefina for
We
sure.
talked about Colita.
Colita's good.
If we go back to basic shit, we like Smack Shack.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, right, same, yeah.
Like it's North Loop is
Yeah,
unbeatable, bro.
Yeah.
They
It
got
really
some,
is.
They got some
It's-
spots.
You can
bro.
find some shit in North
It's a
Loop.
vibe.
Yeah.
It's definitely a
You
vibe.
can find some vibes.
You can find a vibe in North Loop, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's go. Biggest grail shoe you have?
Oh man.
I know you got some heat, Mr. Ex-Phenom worker.
Probably Defining Moments pack.
Ooh, gosh.
or the KD2 creamsicles.
What's the defining moments pack? What's
That's
that?
the
It was
85
like
one,
the
right?
6 and the 11.
The 6s and 11s. What color though?
So it was like the Concorde, but with a gold.
The gold,
jump
okay, I
line.
remember that,
Yeah. And
yeah.
then the same. It was like the black and gold 6.
It retroed in like 2013,
Yeah, they've
14,
retroed.
something like
I
that.
think they
Yeah.
just dropped the 6s like like the last couple of years.
I feel like the quality on Jordan's been dropping a little bit.
Yeah.
It's because that leather. They're changing up the way they do the leather and different things like that.
Yeah.
Whether for it's bottom dollar, I don't know, but it definitely the quality. They have to, but like at the same time, it's like some of those old shoes, even though those midsoles like get messed up, the quality of the leather on the actual shoe is actually really good. Last.
Yeah.
All right, I got 2 more. $1 million in cash or $1 million in credit?
Credit.
Sheesh.
I'm taking credit. Know why? Because when I pay that back,
Yeah.
I'm a legend.
There's 2 ways to answer
Ooh,
this.
that's a good point. Yeah, I think that's a really good point. I think I gotta go with that too.
So you can do that, or you could have $1 million in cash, leverage the cash, and
That's
get
facts,
a
too.
loan off the cash, and if you have good credit,
Great way to look at it because you're
that's
either
a-
+1 or you're -1.
either +1 or -1.
But sometimes I like to take the underdog route.
and just
like,
say back against
Boom.
the wall.
Yeah, back against the wall. I'm down $1 million.
Yeah, let's do
Now
it.
what?
you
Let's
get-
do it.
Now I'm back
Yeah.
at 0.
Running
Down $1 million, now I'm back to 0.
When you put it that way, I'm going.
But y'all never like to feel like damn.
No, for sure.
It's a challenge. You know what I'm saying?
No,
It's
yeah,
even think about it like when you move into a new crib and that price went up. It's like fuck. Now I gotta really make sure I'm on my shit because new crib, new rent, new.
It's like it's like in a house or anything for rent, a car for lease or anything.
Right.
It's like you're down whatever that amount is for that year. You're down.
Gotta make it.
You're in the red.
Yeah.
But then when you get it back, nigga, I don't want to hear about that ain't my car. I don't want to hear that ain't my crib. I paid all them payments, motherfucker.
And my credit's good.
I paid
What's
that
up?
goddamn $6,500 a month. I don't want to hear about it, nigga. That Urus is mine.
Rome. Come on, man. Mean. All right, last question. I might have another one, but let's just go right now. Favorite place to visit?
Ooh, definitely Seattle.
Seattle. Wow.
We got more in common than I thought, man. I love Seattle.
Yeah, I love it out there, man.
And shout out to my boy Boye. He just got drafted by the Seahawks, man. Shameless plug, yeah. Shout out to you, Boye. Yeah, shout out to you, Boye.
Seattle is just like one of those places where it's like you're almost in a different world. You step off the plane. They were one of the first places with legal weed. They were one of the first places that I could really appreciate tourism, like going to the Space Needle, some of the museums out there.
They got a lot of good museums.
I mean,
Parks.
there's some places where some people took me where it's like just views that I'm like in awe.
Right.
Like looking over a lake at the skyline.
Yep.
The only thing about it is their taxes on
Yeah.
liquor and taxes on tobacco.
Yeah.
Like you end up paying $90 for a bottle of Hennessy.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that? Wow.
Yeah.
That's definitely the. Yep.
Yeah, Seattle's insane.
Wow.
I had a story where I got a DWI in Minnesota on 35W on 46th Street. I drove through a crime scene of a murder on accident, and they pulled me over. Boom, get a D-dub because I was drinking Patron like a dumbass. I told these motherfuckers, like, I got to make this flight. We're going to Seattle for my first time. I'm like 19. Boom, I end up getting out right on time, 10 a.m., out of Hennepin County, go straight to the airport. They clipped my ID. I had no ID, no nothing. Go to Seattle, had the time of my life, bro. Chirp and Mike.
Chirp and Mike.
We went there for no reason. And we had the time of our life.
Sometimes
bro.
those
We're
are the
going
best trips, though.
No, them trips where you going to like frat parties, going to
Oh,
like.
you're living like college Blue Mountain
This is
State
a long
days.
time ago. This is a long time ago.
Yep.
Yeah, but bro, I never forget it. I told the officer, I'm like, bro, I'm supposed to go to Seattle in the morning. Just hurry up and get me there because I need to get booked. I need to get out.
Right.
Going to Seattle. And they got these weird hot dogs, bro, with cream cheese on it. You heard it?
Pause.
Nah, they got hot dogs with cream cheese and onions on it.
Yeah.
And it's fire. It's fire.
Okay.
I played a couple of venues out there. It was a vibe.
Which one?
Vibe. I can't remember the name of it, but I also know I got a lot of crazy gear out there.
Yeah.
Because they got some boutiques and some little sneaker stores and stuff that you'll find stuff you'll never find. I found a rain jacket, a Nike rain jacket. It was like suede down to like the feet.
You got to think though, the Oregon stuff's all out there, so it's not far. from
All
Seattle.
of it, all of it's
all
kind of
that
tied in together a little
it's
bit.
all tied in together a little
Even
bit.
the shoe stuff, they have a lot of Nike stuff in Oregon, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
where the
Nike,
center,
Adidas,
the
all
headquarters
that.
are
Yeah.
out there. Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense. I guess I never really put two and two together until you just said it. All right.
Seattle, bro. That's what I'm
Seattle's a
saying.
vibe.
And I love the rain. So like when it rains a lot, people are complaining. I'm like, I love it. And then they got this place called Pike Place.
Yep.
It's like a pier type area, kind of like think about like almost like Venice or like something like a boardwalk.
Mm-hmm.
It's like along the water, and they just have all type of different restaurants, fish markets. It's like
I love restaurants on the water, man. Vibe every time. Like the one we seen in Chicago off that river.
Mhm.
Fire. All right, we can move to this next section we got. It's called our business tip of the week.
Okay.
So, we bring entrepreneurs on. We bring different people that have different walks of life or things that, maybe to encourage somebody that if you had somebody like you in a position when you first started, like what kind of advice would you give those people, trying to start a business, maybe trying to start a clothing line and build a brand? So we'll start with you in terms of what is kind of a business tip you have for somebody who's in that
For
role.
sure. I would say just like staying true to yourself and confident in yourself, and your craft. I think entrepreneurship is just like can be a very lonely. If people aren't messing with your stuff, like some days can be tough.
Yeah.
And then when they are, it's great.
It's
up.
up. Yeah.
I think just staying, not getting too high, not getting too low.
That's real.
And then keeping a good like support system around you and like people that you can go to during those times and like just for advice, just for if something's not working, like you said, like we talked about earlier, where it's like you can get in your own. If it's just you, it's like only your ideas, only your. If you don't have somebody else to like
Bounce it off of.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think that like is probably the biggest, just off the top of my head right now.
That's
you
dope.
still doing jewelry?
That's real.
Yes, but it's been I need to find like a new factory.
Yeah.
Because it's been that's a tough one. It's just like it's like I had the one factory I was using. Spent the same one, but it's like first batch was great. Then like I did like second batch of the regular ones are great, but then I did micros and like all those chains broke. Then like the last batch of them, like the chain was different than like the previous ones on the normal one. So it's just like, there's those different types of things too, where it's just like.
Yeah, I had bought a lamb chop chain. I don't know what bitch stole it from me. Goddamn, smite her down with the power of the force of the Lord. I love that chain. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, every time I wear that chain, I definitely got compliments.
Bro,
Like,
that
oh, you
clear-
cook? Oh, you cook? I'm like,
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
right.
baby, I cook.
Lamb chops.
Lamb
only.
chops only. Cam, you got a business tip of the week?
Business tip of the week for me is just keep negative people away from you. There's going to be a lot of people that's going to tell you, like, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Don't listen to people that haven't done what you want to do. If they're telling you this is my ideas and this and that, and I'm building you up and I'm giving you positive energy to grow and these are, constructive criticism, then, it's somebody who loves you. But if they're saying this ain't going to work and that's trash, this is terrible, without offering any type of
Feedback.
without
Or
any type of
solution,
positivity
or
yeah, without any type of pathway to a better option.
For sure. Yep.
That means, bro, they're just hating, bro, and,
Right.
and you just got to get them away from you. Whether it means changing your environment, whether it means having that conversation with somebody like, look, I can't be connected to you if you're just gonna keep on being negative, Rum. Like I know your dreams ain't working out, but that's not my problem.
Right.
Don't come to my pop-up shop saying my shit ain't popping.
Right.
Doesn't make sense.
Right.
How is my ideas not working, but you have no ideas?
Right.
I've had a lot of those type of friends where it's like you're a convenience friend, and those type of people are not going to be conducive to
Growth.
positive fiscal business, because what are they offering? They're not going to buy anything.
Yeah.
If you're saying it's trash, I know you're not going to buy anything. So get the fuck out.
Right. Right. Why are you wasting our time?
You're wasting you're wasting your own time. Why are you even here?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sending you ideas, and you're saying, I don't like this one, I don't like that one. Well, which one do you like, or what could we possibly work towards?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good
Because
point.
I'm the one putting the money up. I'm the one putting my time into designing this shit. I'm the one that got to step out here and put this on that brand is on my head. So, it doesn't make sense why there's so many people that claim to be your friends, but they don't support your business.
Right.
We work in the same industries. We do the same things. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be involved in my business, then you're not really my friend. And
For sure.
I really don't like mixing friends with business because a lot of times feelings get hurt. Feelings get hurt. Brands get broken because people's personal relationships get in the way. But it's like, if I'm really your friend and I got a business and you got a business, why are we not working together?
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really make sense to me, but hey, everybody can't be great.
Right? Everybody can't be great. That's for sure. My
Hey,
business.
you the one, Jack.
You the one.
Cheers to that, man.
Cheers. I would say my business tip of the week would be sheesh, Dr. Julio. I would say don't dive into industries that you're not willing to constantly learn about or constantly research and sacrifice what's going on in that industry, because it's like, even with COVID, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that, as we stepped into clothing or different brand businesses or food businesses, if they weren't willing to learn how to fix that, catastrophic thing that happened in the world, nobody planned for it. But it's like, if you're not willing to learn how to make things work in that industry, it's like, when you dive into it, you're already in the negative when you start this business stuff. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got some kind of financial backing or some kind of system that was already in place by somebody who was already doing what you want to do, you have to be willing to take the sacrifice to learn about what the hell is going on in the industry, how things are changing, how can I automate things, how can I make myself better. I feel like a lot of people dive into these industries and they're not willing to learn more about the industry. It's just like, it was a cool idea, let me start it. Now you're out money. Now your credit's fucked up because you charge everything on the front end of your business for some credit. You know what I'm saying? So be willing to learn and adapt as your industries and business are adapting. I would say that's
a good one
for me.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
It's a great one. Adaptation is like all about growth.
Yeah.
If you can't adapt, you can't grow.
You got to be willing to reflect to adapt too.
The environments are going to continuously change. The conditions are going to continuously change.
Mm-hmm.
Your circle, your friends are going to continuously change.
Right.
And that's okay.
Even your financial situation is going to continue.
You got to look at it as not a negative and just look at it for all the positives and all the negatives. You just got to brush them aside.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, Jordan, where can they find you on social medias, man? Give yourself a plug on all your social medias and go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. So my personal one is Jordan Dye, JordanDye4, and then all the Lamb Chops ones are just SG Lamb Chops. So
Easy.
and SGLambchops.com.
You guys can find any of this gear right here. You'll see us rocking some of this. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Don't steal our swag. Don't put it together how we put it
Now
together.
that we putting the lamb chops on, like how y'all don't put the lamb chops on, don't put it on
When you
how we
see
put
us
it on. You
with
know,
when you see us with the girls, when you see us doing what we do,
when I'm wearing the bucket, with the lamb chops, man, I don't want to see you in a bucket, but do buy a bucket, but
I'm
just
telling
not
you,
when I'm wearing the bucket.
First thing you're
feel
gonna see
me?
me outside. This right here with the KG jersey, legendary on the boat, on Big Island.
I'm on the boat with all these shorts for real.
On Big Island.
Big Island, baby.
Minimal clothing.
Wow. All right. So this wrap for episode 1. Thank you again, Jordan. And
Sure, thank you guys.
follow us on Inside Boys Podcast on YouTube, IG, Twitter. We're going to get that TikTok going too pretty soon here. So follow us. Merch coming soon. Just
Yep.
wait on it. And
Inside Boys, man. Season 2. Thank you for tuning in. We'll be back.
we only getting better, baby. We only getting
You see
better.
it.
Yes, sir.
Peace.